Hello camping lady friends. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about kind of my routine that I go through when I go camping to make sure that I feel fresh and clean and I feel pretty. Your hair. Let's talk about your hair, because when you're going camping, more than likely it's gonna get really dirty and you're probably gonna have less opportunities to wash your hair. So this first tip that I'm giving you has been a game changer for me. And it'll be a game changer for you even if you don't ever go camping. You want to train your hair to not be as oily. I did this maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I've been doing it for a long time. I only wash my hair every 3 to 4 days. So you can go through this process of lengthening out the time between your showers so that your hair and your pores produce less grease, which makes it so you don't have to shower as often, which when you're camping, you don't shower as often, so it's awesome. So if you haven't been doing something like that, I would totally recommend starting now. It can take a little bit of time for your hair to get used to not being washed as often, but once it gets to that point, it is so much nicer. Something that I always like to do when we go camping is I wash my hair either the night before we go or the day that we go, depending on what time we're leaving in the morning or the afternoon. I wash it as close to when we're leaving as possible. That way I have really fresh hair to start off the camping trip. Seems simple, seems kind of dumb, but it has been great. The next thing I like to do is I kind of have a routine. On day 1, I have my hair washed and clean, I wear it down. On day 2, I usually pull it half up. If I need a little bit of dry shampoo, then I'll use it. I usually don't need it until day 3, but I always have it. I got this from Target. It's super cheap and just small, compact size and great for taking camping. Day 3, I will either have my hair all the way up, I'll use dry shampoo, or I will wear a hat. And then by day 4, either I wash my hair or I repeat day 3. I put it back up in a ponytail or braids or something like that, or I put on the hat. There are a few different ways to wash your hair while you're camping. Number 1 is obviously staying someplace that has a shower, and a lot of campgrounds, well, I wouldn't say a lot. Some campgrounds actually do have showers, which is great. Sometimes they'll be coin operated, sometimes it's free, but more often than not, we're staying someplace that doesn't have a shower. So what do you do then? We use 2 tubs to wash our dishes. The first tub is gonna be where we really scrub it clean, all the food comes off, nasty stuff. And the tub number 2 is just our rinse water, and that's usually really, really hot water, so it sanitizes the dishes a little bit. It doesn't get too soapy. You're just rinsing off your already clean dishes. So then that's when I take the opportunity to wash my hair. After we do our dishes, I use it in the rinse water. You're gonna do the whole throw your head over, get your hair wet, put some shampoo on, scrub it, and then it's good to have somebody who has a cup and who can help you out, or you can do it yourself and you just pour, and you get it all cleaned out, and then do the same thing with some conditioner or whatever your normal routine is. Speaking of shampoo and conditioner, these are what I use for my shampoo and conditioner. I got them at Target, maybe $3, very cheap, and I love that they're squishy. This is what I use to hold all of our toiletries. Because it has this little clip, so I can just clip it around like a door handle or something like that, and it hangs there, and all of our stuff fits there. This is totally more than enough space for me and my entire family, all of our toiletries, while we are camping. But when I go on other trips and I want to bring a curling iron or something, I'll use something bigger. And then it's nice because it just folds in half, and then you just zip it up, and it's all ready to go, and you can just carry it to the bathroom or whatever you want to do. Everything fits in there really nicely. So that's what I use to carry my toiletries. Your next option is a solar shower, and I actually don't own one of these, but I have used them before. It's really great because you can just fill it up with water before you leave for your daily activities, whether that's a hike or whatever it is. You leave it on your picnic table, the roof of your car, maybe on the top of your trailer, and the sun heats it up all day so that when you get back from your adventures and you're hot, stinky, sweaty, you can just take a shower and feel fresh and clean. It's really easy, and they work really great, and it's actually pretty warm water. One thing I would recommend is if you're gonna gonna go this route to bring some kind of mat to put under your feet, because if you hang it up on, let's say, the side of your car or something, and you're taking a shower and you're standing in the dirt, that dirt is gonna become mud. A towel! This is my little hack for a towel. I got gifted some ShamWows. I think the first year that Andrew and I were married, it was like a white elephant gift. Somebody gifted us some ShamWows, and we have had them ever since, and I use them all the time when I go camping. I use them to dry my hair and my body off because they're super absorbent, right? So it's like this big, it's tiny, but it's enough for you to get dried off. It's enough for you and your kids to get dried off. Like, it's really, really absorbent. So there are some hairstyles that are my go-to hairstyles, and to be honest, most of them include braids. If you go and you look through my Instagram or my previous pictures, you're gonna see that I like to do a variety of braids. There's French braids, Dutch braids. You can braid up here and leave them in pigtails. I mean, you can just braid the pigtails without braiding up here. Whatever it is, I really, really love braids. And the reason why I love braids as an option is because even when you put your hair back in a ponytail, you still can see the grease in your hair. But if you do a good French braid or a Dutch braid, then it's really awesome and it camouflages the grease in your hair. One of my very favorite really, really easy hairstyles, once you get the hang of it, it's so fast, it's so much faster than braiding, but it is similar. You're gonna get a similar effect to braiding. Sweatpants! Okay, so this is awesome. I love this hairstyle. So I grab a piece right here, and then I grab right behind it, plus a little bit down here. And I'm just gonna do a twist. You see that? And then the same thing, I grab a little bit of this behind it, plus a little bit underneath the piece that I'm holding, and I twist it around with my thumb, and I drop the other piece. So the other piece that I was holding is now down here. And then I just continue to do that. You can keep going all the way back and around, and meet together in a ponytail back here. You could do one side, or you could do piggies. You could like leave it in a piggy tail right there. So you see how fast that was? It was really, really super fast to do. The difference between a French braid and a Dutch braid is that with a French braid, you go over each other, and with a Dutch braid, you go under each other. So that's my favorite thing to do with when I'm camping, is I'm gonna do the Dutch braid. So split it into 3. Woohoo! And then I'm gonna take my hair and I'm gonna go under rather than over. Got the other side, and then I can just braid it all the way down, or I could put a piggy right there. And then I put an elastic in it, and then I'll do this side, and then you just go back and you pin it with some bobby pins. You just hide the bobby pins in there, and then you have this cute little crown braid, I guess you could say. And of course, like I said before, wearing a hat, or another favorite of mine is to use one of these. I'm sure you guys have seen these in the outdoor sporting goods or stores similar, and the thing is, I don't like how much fabric they have. They're great because you can use them as across your forehead, them around your neck as a sun shield, or even to keep you warm. But since I don't like how much fabric comes along with it, I actually chop mine in half, and then I have 2. Kind of a silly little tip, but this is an old prescription bottle, and this is what I keep all of my hair elastics in and all of my bobby pins in. Keeps them together nice and tight. People think you're like pill popping, but you're just sticking a bobby pin in your hair. Alright, so I think that basically covers the hair tips for you. Let's move on to my makeup routine and my other hygiene routine that I do. So I am really simple. I'm a good mix between tomboy and girly girl. I like to get dirty, but I also like to get dressed up. So my makeup routine, especially while camping, is very simple. I only have foundation and mascara. Those are the two things that I bring when I go camping. Sometimes I don't even put on the foundation. All I do is put on the mascara. I have really, really blonde eyelashes, and so I like to put on mascara to make it look like I'm not half asleep, because for some reason when I don't wear mascara I look really, really tired. I love to use these to take off my makeup before I go to bed. I'm so lazy. So lazy. And I'm not gonna heat up the water and wash my face or go to the sink in the bathroom and wash my face before bed. All I do is I use this the entire time while I'm camping so that I can get the makeup off, get the dirt off, but I don't have to go through all of the work of washing my face. The next tip that I would give you as far as hygiene goes is to bring along some baby wipes. Baby wipes are the best little bath in the morning. I'll usually wear the same underwear that I've been wearing all day. Is that an overshare? But I'll wear the same underwear that I've been wearing all day to bed, and then in the morning I change my underwear, I take a baby wipe, I wipe up my armpits, I wipe up my crotch, I make sure, can I say crotch? I wipe up my lady parts to make sure that everything is just fresh and clean and you feel good. The last thing we're going to talk about today is having your period while camping. Nobody likes having your period ever, and especially not while camping. One of the worst times I've ever had my period while camping was actually backpacking the Grand Teton. I was on my period, and it was the worst ever because I had to pack out my tampons with me, which is why I have now changed to a menstrual cup. I've known about menstrual cups for a long time, but I thought they were just something that like weird hippies did or used. I don't know, they just sounded really, really weird to me, but now that I use them, it's so normal and so perfect, and I wonder why I never used them before. They're a perfect way to manage your period, especially while camping, because you don't have to worry about disposing of any pads or any tampons, which is fabulous. And the other best part is you put it in there and you're good to go all day. You could run, you could bike, you could do handstands, you can go swimming, you can do whatever you want to do, and you're good, and you don't need to worry about doing anything with it until the end of the day. That's when you want to make sure you do have your wipes to help with the cleanup, because the cleanup can be a little messy, to say the least. But you only have to do it one time a day, and you don't have to worry about packing anything out with you, which is the best. So those are my tips for you guys today. Being a girl while camping, you don't have to sacrifice looking good and smelling good, feeling good while you're camping. Although, of course, if you want to go all natural, I totally support that. That's awesome. That's just not how I like to do it. So if you enjoyed these tips and you found them helpful, then go ahead and subscribe, push the thumbs up button, because more tips and tricks are headed your way on how to go camping with your family.